Today on Trisha, 4 women, 4 babies, and 1 man who denies them all.
Do you think Kyra's child is yours?
No, not at all.
Is Tiffany's baby your baby?
No, baby too dark.
Her child is definitely your child, and you're always there, and you're happy.
Today, DNA will prove beyond a doubt whether he's the father of 4 babies by 4 different women.
So, what do you mean, whoa, 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 whoa?
And that's only the beginning.
Who has the oldest child? Oh, you understand?
Because a 5th mother is in the audience.
If you know about this man, it's your fault. It's your fault.
4 DNA results you won't believe. Esmeralda is here to prove Tanisha cheated on her brother.
That guy in the car and he looked Hispanic and he was gone for 5 days.
And this baby is not his.
Tanisha knows damn well that this baby might not be my brother's baby. I want my brother not to be stupid.
Can a DNA test straighten out this tangled family feud?
My hands are sweating.
Felicia told 2 different men that they were the father of her baby girl.
Would it be fair to say that maybe you were playing these 2 guys to get your needs met?
Sebastian has raised Brianna since day 1.
I would love her to be my child.
But Felicia's hoping Steve's the father, despite his absentee ways.
You disappear for these great long periods of time. Why is that?
Daddy's denial and DNA today on Trisha.
Okay, backstage right now is a man named Paul, who at 24 years old is rumored to have as many as 15 children. 4 of the women who claim to have Paul's children are here today. We have Kyra, Tiffany, and Brittany, and a woman who we'll call Brittany L, who is currently dating Paul. Now, we're going to talk to all of them in a moment, but first, have a look at their story.
My name is Kyra, and I know Paul is the father of my 9-month-old son, Kason.
I'm Tiffany, and Paul is the father of my daughter, Cody.
My name is Brittany, and Paul knows damn well my daughter, Brene, is his.
I'm Brittany, and I'm Paul's girlfriend. And even though there's no doubt in my mind that he's my son's father, he denies Jewel's also.
Paul is 24 years old, possibly have 14 or 15 kids out there that he is not taking care of.
First meet Paul, he's a nice person. He's not a bad person until you come up pregnant by him. He disappears, he comes back when he wants to. Paul is there for my baby, but that's because he lives with me and I pay for everything. I love Paul, but I wonder is he just around to use me?
Paul is selfish. He's very narcissistic, doesn't care about these children that he makes. He's a horrible person.
I feel if a father's not dead or in jail, they should be there for their child. I just want him to be a father. I just want him to be a father.
I just want him to be a father.
I just want him to be a father.
Okay, as you just heard, one of those women, Brittany L, is currently dating Paul, and she's backstage right now. Now, all 3 of the women sitting next to me, Kyra, Tiffany, and Brittany, claim he's not only using the other Brittany, but he's cheated on her with all of them. Well, we'll meet Brittany L in a moment, but first, if you had to sum up Paul, what words that we can put to air would you use?
Selfish. Deadbeat.
Deadbeat.
Manipulative, a liar.
So let's start with Kyra. He denies your baby. What, you were in a relationship with him?
No, we were just talking.
Well, you were doing a little more than talking.
Right, but he wasn't in a relationship.
So Tiffany, you had a relationship with Paul?
We didn't have a title. I didn't call him my boyfriend. He didn't call me his girlfriend. It's talking.
Talking. And Brittany, what about you? Don't tell me. You and he were just talking. Wow. Okay, now, how involved is he in the baby's life, Kyra?
My baby don't even know him. Don't know nothing of this man.
What about you? Is he involved in the baby's life?
No, met her 3 times her whole life. She's 2.
And Brittany, you're saying he's there every day for your child?
Yeah, he be over his house. He come pick her up from school.
So how many children do you think he has? I know the rumor is, what, 14, 15?
I think 10.
I say 10 too. I don't know where 14, 15
Right.
came from. I say 10.
You say 10?
Yeah.
I really don't know, and I don't care.
You don't care? I suppose the only issue is if he's got that many children and you live in the same area, you've got to be careful when they grow up that they don't start dating each other. It's an issue. So it sounds like none of you think that Paul is capable of being in a committed, monogamous relationship.
No.
Not at all.
Well, as you just heard, these women have a lot to say about Brittany L., the current woman in Paul's life. She's been listening backstage, and she's the one who's demanded Paul take both a DNA test and a lie detector test. So, before we hear the results, let's meet Brittany. Come on out, Brittany. So, hi, Brittany.
Hello.
Why do you want Paul to take a lie detector test?
Because according to Kyra, they had sex in February.
Eh? You didn't say that. According to you told her that?
This girl thinks she know me, first of all.
She sent me a
She
text
don't.
message stating that they had
It
sex
doesn't
in
matter.
February.
It doesn't matter,
So
Brittany,
therefore,
but you
I
think
need a
you
lie
know me,
detector
but
test
you
because she's
don't.
known for lying.
And you known for being stupid.
Her friend told me that she's always lying. But she slept with
It
someone
doesn't-
else before she had sex with Paul. That's why she's sitting
And
right
you
there on
know
that
that.
couch.
All right, and DNA test, do you believe that any of these women are lying about
Everyone's except, I believe all of the kids are his except for Kyra's.
Except for Kyra's. And what, does he deny your child or
He denies my baby from time to time when he gets upset, but I can prove that my baby is his. I don't know about her.
Oh, I can, baby. You gonna see.
We'll see.
Gonna see.
All right. So, we've got all the babies on the monitor. Let's see. So, do they all look like Paul?
None of those kids look like the father. They look like their mother.
How many babies do you think Paul has?
Don't exactly.
About
She don't
5.
know.
Where does Paul live now? He lives with you. Who pays the bills?
I pay every bill.
Everything. His clothes?
Everything.
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 How would you feel if you did find out he was messing around on you?
With her?
With anyone?
Oh, I mean, I'm at the point now where it really doesn't bother me. I'm really focused on if he had sex with her in February.
So, it's okay if he's had sex with other women as long as he doesn't have sex with
It's
Kyra.
not okay, but I've came to a point where I don't care. Like, you do whatever you're gonna do, and I'm gonna do it.
Really? Is it? You know where I'm... Okay, what confuses me is that just briefly having met all of you, you all seem and sound like really intelligent young women. What's going on?
The thing with me is her. Everybody will be cool.
Who's her?
Kyra. She'll pop up with some drama out of nowhere. Like, why don't you let everybody live their life and you stay
Why
off
don't
people's
you
phones?
live your life?
And you stay
Why
out
don't you
people's
live
business?
your life?
I'm living
No,
my
you
life,
not.
honey.
You
I'm
living
living
Paul's
my
life. You want to be Paul so bad. Why you worried about him and his kids?
As long as he's talking to me,
Girl,
I will be living his life.
You sound stupid.
And all the rest of these kids are welcome in my house except for yours.
I don't care.
It's
I
so
don't
quit
care.
texting and
I
asking
don't
me can
care,
Paul come
Brittany.
get your baby.
Brittany, you think
Quit
I
texting
give
me
a...
and get your baby because the answer is no.
Really?
The answer is
Girl,
no.
please.
Do you think Kyra
I
gets
let
Paul
him go
back?
see her. Yes, she does, and I let him see her baby up until the point she texted my phone and he quit claiming her baby. Up until the point she said they had sex in February. She starts drama, so this is where she ends up, right here on this
And you
couch.
don't. And you on the couch with me.
I'm okay, honey.
You on the couch
But
with
I
me,
can
though.
prove that my baby
And
is
I
his.
can, too.
Okay,
Well, we'll find out because the man at the center of this drama is waiting backstage. When we come back, he'll tell us his side of the story. And we'll get the results of his DNA and lie detector tests. We'll be back. Coming up, who pays the bills?
She do.
She does. Who puts the food on the table?
She does.
Who buys the things for the baby? We asked Paul, in the past 3 years, have you had sexual intercourse with any other woman besides Brittany? And
And later.
You left with that guy in the car and he looked Hispanic and you were gone for 5 days.
If he is the father, he's just a donor. He's not a dad.
Daddies, denial, and DNA.
It's your fault!
Today on Trisha.
Welcome back. We've been talking to Kyra, Tiffany, Brittany, and Brittany, who all claim one man, Paul, is the father of their children. Now, Brittany L is currently in a relationship with Paul, but these three, do you think that Paul is using Brittany? Is he cheating on her? That's the question. Well, I think it's time we meet Paul. Come on out, Paul. Okay, Paul, help me out here. I'm confused. Can we go through person by person? Kyra, do you think Kyra's child is yours?
No, not at all.
Why not?
I slept with her one time.
Did you
The
use
more you lie, the bigger your ears grow.
So, let's come to Tiffany. Is Tiffany's baby your baby?
No, baby too dark.
Are you light-skinned? We heard from this Brittany that you have no problem. Her child is definitely your child, and you're always there, and you're happy. How many kids do you have?
I got one.
You have one child.
That's how I feel in my heart.
So, why, when you look at those children, what are you thinking?
Them ain't my kids.
They're not your kids.
He ain't got why we say you the father of our
She stay on my line, man.
This is going to be a difficult word for you to understand, but are you in a monogamous relationship with Brittany? Do you know what that means? Exclusive? Can I say, help me out here. Are you in an exclusive? This is your girlfriend, right?
You can say something like that.
What? Hang on, just a minute. Is she your partner?
Sometimes.
Explain to her what it is. What is it? Because we've been talking for 3 years.
Oh, talking. This is talking again.
3 years.
Hang on. What?
And you had all these kids after mine.
What?
Well, almost all of them.
Well, that explains it.
So what is it? Hang on. You don't claim those kids, so what is it?
Hang on.
I'm not worried about him claiming mine, honey. I'm not worried about him claiming mine, honey.
All right. Now, help me. All right. Just a minute. Help me out here. Just a minute. Help me out here. Who has the oldest child? Oh, you. I'm sorry. Who has the next oldest child? Who has the next oldest child?
Domino effect.
Oh, another one. Who has the next oldest child? You?
The next oldest.
Then you. So hang on. And since you two have been together for 3 years, who has a child under the age of 3?
But no, me and her was pregnant at the same time.
So hang on, you've brought him here for a lie detector test to see if he's cheating on you, and there are 2 people with babies. All right. So you do not describe Brittany as your girlfriend. You do not describe her as your partner.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
She's just a close friend.
I'm a close friend.
Is she?
Am I a close friend? Huh? You can talk. Am I a close friend?
Yes.
That's it?
Yes. Okay. Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay.
Nothing
We'll see where you live.
What about money? Is that?
Come on.
Is money an issue in that she pays?
I wouldn't say that.
No. Who
But-
pays the bills?
She do.
She does. Who puts the food on the table?
She does.
Who buys the things for the baby?
But who the
And money's
man?
not an issue, huh?
Who the
Okay. So, whose babies are you involved with?
None.
None of them.
None of them.
None.
Brittany, is he lying?
Yes.
He's lying. Brittany was telling us before that there wasn't an issue as far as you being the baby's dad, right? That's what you were saying. There wasn't an issue.
Right. It comes like, you know what I'm saying, she'll call me when the baby got to go to school. I'll sneak off and pick the baby up.
How many children is it possible that you could have?
One.
Only one. Only one. Okay. Brittany wants to know if you've been cheating on her and you did a lie detector test. I'm suggesting our lie detector guy could have done something productive with his time, like play a round of golf or... I think we get the results first and then we find out what the hell's been going on. I'll switch places. Would you like to sit next to him? I'll switch places. Well, you know, you've been fighting over him before. Why stop now? So let's do the lie detector questions first. I don't know what Paul said. I don't know whether what Paul was telling the truth or not. That is why Tim Acosta is here. Tim is our lie detector. So here are Paul's lie detector results. This is just for you, Brittany. We asked Paul, in the past 3 years, have you had sexual intercourse with any other woman besides Brittany? Oh, Tim, what was his answer?
Coming up,
what is it about you that women see?
Who knows?
Who knows? Well, let's come to the DNA test results.
but first,
You left with that guy in the car and he looked Hispanic and you were gone for 5 days.
and later.
Would it be fair to say that maybe you were playing these two guys to get your needs met?
Daddies, denial, and DNA.
It's your fault!
Today on Trisha.
Okay, this is Tanisha. Tanisha says when she got pregnant with this man, Sammy's baby, Winceslo, they went from being friends with benefits to... so cute. They went from being friends with benefits to sharing an unbreakable bond until Sammy's sister Esmeralda came along and shattered it. Now, Esmeralda claims Tanisha cheated on her brother Sammy and says this baby is not his. So, Tanisha, how sure are you that your baby is Sammy's?
I mean, come on now. My baby is Hispanic. I am black. He look full Hispanic. I haven't messed with nobody else. I haven't cheated on him. You know what I'm saying? And look at him. Look at my baby. Look at him. He look full Hispanic. I mean, come on now.
You and Esmeralda,
We was best friends.
well, what went wrong?
I mean, I guess because of I was in another relationship before I got with Sammy, so I guess she feel like it may be the other man, baby.
Hang on, just back up there. You were in another relationship.
Yes.
So how can you be so sure that
Because this guy is African American. My baby look Hispanic. That's how I'm sure. Look how black I am. Come on.
Now, here's another twist. Esmeralda is married to Tanisha's brother, Anthony, and you won't be surprised to hear he claims this ongoing feud is destroying their entire family. Do you love Sammy?
I love him. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I love him. I want to be with him, and I want him to know that this is his baby.
is Esmeralda actually saying to you?
She have called me bad names.
Like what?
I'm too black for her brother. I'm fat. I guess they like Hispanics or something. You know, I don't know what it is, but...
But hang on, once upon a time, she was the one who was happy when you took the pregnancy test.
Yeah, she was happy. We was best friends. We were doing everything together.
What do you want to happen when you get the DNA test results? Let's say that it is proved that the baby is Sammy's. What do you want to change?
I would like for Esmeralda to be an auntie to my baby, and I would like for Sammy to be a father to my baby.
We spoke to Esmeralda last night, and she claims no matter what the cost, she will protect and defend her baby brother. Watch this.
Deep down, I do not think that Sammy is Wenceslaw's father. Tanisha is my sister-in-law, so that makes her family. But I also know that she's a cheater. Tanisha and I used to be best friends. And when they started having their differences, I knew already that she was cheating on him. It kills me because I practically raised my brother. And to sit here and watch him get played, I'm not having that. This whole situation has been so hard. Not only is Sammy my brother, but Tanisha is my husband's sister. This is causing a whole lot of problems between me and my husband over Sammy and Tanisha. Tanisha knows damn well that this baby might not be my brother's baby. I stand by my brother's side, and I know that that baby is not his.
Well, it's time we met Esmeralda. Esmeralda, come on out.
Okay, Tanisha, I know that he's black, but when you left
how
with
could
that
you
guy,
sit there-
and
but how could you sit there and say,
I seen you
look
leave
at
with
him.
that
It
guy.
doesn't matter. Look at my baby.
You left with
He
that
looked
guy
full
in the car,
Hispanic.
and he looked Hispanic, and you were gone for 5 days.
I was not. That was my cousin. He was not Hispanic. He was bright. That was my cousin.
You were gone for 5 days?
She says it's her cousin, but how's there's a cousin if I don't know her cousin?
It doesn't
I've been with my
matter.
husband
You do not know my
years.
whole family. You do not know everybody in my family, Esmeralda.
So you're saying that this guy is your cousin?
It's my cousin.
When you saw that happen, what?
I'm pissed off because I want my brother not to be stupid, you know?
What do you mean?
I mean, I just don't want him to just claim,
Okay, Trisha.
just claim a baby
Okay,
and
hold
just
on.
go with it because it's hard because we're all family.
Yeah.
So regardless of whatever, that's my nephew.
Yeah.
Okay. So since she got to say so of everything, when the results come, I would like for her to read the results. Can you do that? Can you let her read the results?
Oh, you want her to read
Yeah, I
the
want her to read them. I would like for her to read them. I would like for her to read them.
Now, let me ask you, Esmeralda. Okay. Let me ask me, Esmeralda, because before you came out here, Tanisha was saying that you've called her a lot of nasty names. True?
True.
True?
True.
Why?
I've been raising my brother since he was 12.
Yeah.
Our mother got killed in a car accident, and so I was 17, and I feel like I gotta look after him like she would.
If she was a real best friend, she wouldn't be doing it. You see what I'm saying?
Do you think Sammy and the baby look alike?
Do y'all think they look alike?
What do you think,
My
Esmeralda?
thing is, I call him Fat Fat. Fat Fat looks like my kids, but they're cousins.
But it don't matter,
So,
though.
I don't think he looks like my brother.
You don't think that?
No.
Oh, my
I think that he looks like his
Are you
cousins.
serious, Esmeralda?
So when we come back, we're going to get to meet the man caught in the middle. Sammy. And we're going to hear the DNA results. Don't go away. Coming up.
I think she did cheat on me, you know. I don't think my sister's lying. You know, I done. She didn't come home for like a week.
Come on,
so
look at my baby.
What am I supposed to expect?
And later.
What is it about you that women see?
No.
Well, let's come to the DNA test results.
You are the father. Get off my stage.
Daddy's Denial and DNA.
It's your fault!
Today on Trisha.
Welcome back. We're talking to Tanisha, who is here to prove that the man she loves, Sammy, is her baby's father. And she wants to prove it to Sammy's entire family. You see, Sammy's sister Esmeralda, who also happens to be Tanisha's sister-in-law, you keeping up? She's accusing Tanisha of lying, cheating and trying to trap her brother. So I guess it's an all-out family war and everyone's taking a side. Now, Sammy has taken a DNA test, but before we hear the results, let's meet him. Sammy, come on out.
I know she ain't lying.
So you believe that? At first she said it was yours.
Do you think that Tanisha did cheat on you?
Yeah, I think she did cheat on me. You know, I don't think my sister's lying. You know, I done. She didn't come home for like a week.
Come on,
so
look at my baby.
What am I supposed to say?
Where were you for this week?
I was with my cousin. I mean, like I said, like, I'm gonna put it like this. This not about me. This is about this baby. I know I ain't cheated on him.
Sammy thinks you cheated.
Yeah.
Was there a bit of a mix? You were going between the two guys at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, you admit it?
It was kind of like that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Sammy, does it hurt to hear that?
Yeah, it kind of does, but I just really want to know if the baby's mine or not.
Are you close to the baby?
Yeah, I'm pretty close to him.
My husband's family and Tanisha's family is our family because we don't talk to none of our family. That's our only family.
This is your family?
This is my family, and their mother, she kind of raised us after our mother died.
Yeah.
So regardless of whatever, if the baby's not his, Sammy's still gonna be around.
So why y'all should be denying my baby? My baby looks full-blooded Hispanic. That's what I'm trying to get across.
I'm just protecting my brother. That's it.
All right. Do you think your sister interferes too much?
Yeah, I think she kind of does a little bit.
I just gotta protect him. He's my brother.
But do you help out with the baby? If Tanisha's asking you to help with the baby, you do that?
Yeah,
That's what I want him to do.
But are you doing that already?
Yeah, I help, like, you know, if he needs little stuff, I get it. I mean, I do what I can.
Okay. Tanisha told us that she loves you.
And I do. I mean...
Do you love her?
Yeah, I love Tanisha, and I was going to say this. If the baby is mine, I will be in their life. And, you know, I will be there for them and be there to support them.
But will you get together as a couple?
Yeah, we'll get together.
Okay. Earlier, Tanisha said when the results come, she wanted Esmeralda to open the envelope. You, however, said Esmeralda sometimes interferes. Okay, so who do you want to open the envelope? Because we have the DNA test results right now.
I want Esmeralda.
She can open it now.
Who's going to open it? Esmeralda, you get to do the honors. I don't know what's in this. So, is Sammy...
My hands are sweating.
Let's see what they say.
Coming up...
My hands are sweating.
Let's see what they say.
And later.
We asked Paul, in the past 3 years, have you had sexual intercourse with any other woman besides Brittany?
But first...
If he is the father, he's just a donor. He's not a dad.
Daddies, denial, and DNA.
It's your fault!
Today on Trisha.
This is Felicia. Now, around the time Felicia got pregnant with her now 3-year-old daughter, Brianna, she regretfully... Cute little girl. Well, Felicia regretfully admits she told 2 different men, Sebastian and Stephen, that they were her father. Well, now Sebastian has been a good father to Brianna and wants to be her dad. But Felicia says she's madly in love with her on and off boyfriend, Stephen, and she wants him to be the father. Listen to her story.
I need to find out who the father of my daughter is. You know, I'm very confused on the whole situation. It's between Sebastian and Steve. In a perfect world, me and Steve would be married, which I would really want, but it goes back to me not really knowing if he's gonna stay around. The problem with Steve is he disappears on months on end, sometimes for a year, and then he'll come back for like a week, 2 weeks. My thought is, how dare you leave me stuck like that? It's not. What do you expect for me to just take care of her by myself? Sebastian's role, he's actually her godfather. He's been wonderful with Brianna. He's been there for her since day one. He's actually sat and helped me raise her to where that's not really his part. I want my daughter to have a father figure that actually is going to be there for her and help take care of her and raise her.
It's a difficult one. So everyone should know Sebastian had a temporary vasectomy, but he still believes he is the father. Now, Felicia, you're stuck in the middle. I don't understand how this situation came about. When you found out you were pregnant, were you with Steve or Sebastian?
Honestly, I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No.
So, now, is it fair to say that Stephen's the love of your life?
Yes, because he is.
But has he broken your heart time and time again?
Yes, he has.
Now, we saw there, you said that he takes off for a year?
Yeah.
6 months? Where's he going?
I have no idea.
What does your daughter call Sebastian?
She doesn't call him Dad.
Who does she call Dad?
Steve.
But you don't think Steve is her dad, but she calls him Dad?
Yeah, she's called him Daddy since day one.
Who does your daughter have the closest bond with?
Sebastian.
Sebastian?
Yeah.
Who's the most financially stable?
I would have to say it's Sebastian.
Sebastian. So why don't you want Sebastian to be recognised as her dad? Isn't that going to be better for her?
It would be, yes.
Yeah. I'm trying to get a sense of how confused you are because I'm very confused. All right. Now, Sebastian claims that having had a vasectomy, he not only wants to be Brianna's father, but he deserves to be her father. That's how he thinks. And we're going to meet him now. Please welcome Sebastian. Sebastian, I'm really confused. Well, do forgive me, but I am, I'm totally confused. Were you told you were the dad?
Yes, I was.
And you were told that Stephen might also be the dad?
No, not at the time.
Oh.
I was told...
I thought you said you told both of them at the same time.
I did tell both of them.
So are you close to the baby? Are you close to her?
I get her every weekend. I've been getting her every weekend.
She's sweet. And what sort of a dad has Steve been?
If he is the father, he's just a donor. He's not a dad.
We keep seeing pictures of this gorgeous little girl. Who do you think she looks like?
I believe she looks like Sebastian.
You think she looks like Sebastian?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Sebastian? You seem pleased.
I mean, I would love her to be my child, literally. I would, arms wide open, like it is right now. But I honestly, in my heart, because of the vasectomy, I believe it's Steve.
Well, when you ask Brianna who her dad is, who does she say she thinks is her dad?
Steve.
She said, Steve's my dad.
There are times when I'm around her a lot
that
I'll say, who's your daddy? And she'll go, Sebastian. But then when she's around Steve, and she's asked who her father is, she says Steve. So she is confused.
So she's confused?
She's confused, yes.
That's why I'm here.
Okay.
I want to get it taken
So will you
care
change
of.
that if you find out for sure? Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
that's the goal of this.
That's why we're here. All right, well, when we come back, we're going to hear from the other man who wants to be Brianna's dad, and we'll get the results. Up next, you disappear for these great long periods of time. Why is that? Coming up, let's come to the DNA test results. So, what do you mean, whoa, 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 whoa? And later.
My hands are sweating.
Let's see what they say.
You are the father. Get off my stage.
Daddy's Denial and DNA.
It's your fault!
Today on Trisha.
Around the time she became pregnant with her daughter Brianna, she was with two men. This man, Sebastian, and her on-again, off-again boyfriend, Stephen. Now, everyone agrees that Sebastian has been there for this child and Sebastian wants to be her father. And yet, Felicia hopes... Are you hoping Stephen is her father, genetically, in one way?
Yes and no.
So am I thinking that, yes, in that he would be there for you to have a relationship, and no, in that maybe he's not the best role model? You don't think so?
Even if he finds out he's a father, I think he's going to do the same thing he's going
I
to do.
don't think he's going to change.
I don't either.
Oh, you still think he's going to take off?
Yeah, he's not.
You don't think he's going to change whether he's the father or not?
No.
Well, that's something
because
that
he believes he's the father now, and he still does this.
Well, both men have taken DNA tests. Before we get those results, let's meet Stephen.
This is just the case.
Oh, thank you. Hi, Stephen.
Hello, Trisha.
Hi, you disappear for these great long periods of time. Why is that?
I have a drinking problem.
Are you an alcoholic?
Yes, I am an alcoholic. And I do not want the baby to see me while I'm in one of my binges.
But Felicia, you didn't know he was an alcoholic?
No.
Until now? Have you kept this hidden from everybody or something?
I tried to.
So is that why you take off when you're going for into another alcoholic phase?
Absolutely, yes.
For a year.
Yes.
How do you feel now he has admitted he's an alcoholic?
I don't want my child around somebody that has an issue like that. That's not the best thing for her.
I would have an issue with my child being raised about someone who wasn't able, for whatever reason, to be consistent in their lives.
And he hasn't been.
Yeah. And you agree with that?
I completely agree with that.
So you knew about Sebastian when you were told by Felicia she was pregnant. Did you know about Sebastian?
I didn't know that Sebastian could possibly be the father.
Would it be fair to say that maybe you were playing these two guys to get your needs met?
If you want to put it that way.
One more thing that I was played on is the fact of being told it was my child all the way up to the point of me moving her into my house. And then she told me that Brianna's not mine. Now, she was about to be put out, so when I found out, even though I believed all this time it could have been mine, I still wasn't going to put her out when she told me that it was not mine.
So, Steve, will anything, before I ask both Felicia and Sebastian, if you find out that this little girl is yours, will anything change? They don't think it will.
I love Felicia.
Yeah.
Absolutely love Felicia.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that baby.
But you love alcohol more.
No, I don't.
Obviously, yes.
At the moment while you're at it.
While I have it, yes. The
Yeah.
alcohol takes top stage.
If it turns out Steve is the dad, things aren't going to change.
I don't see that they will.
You don't see that they will?
It would be his choice to make him change, not hers.
And he hasn't even tried.
When he's good and ready. All right, so can we have the results? Who wants to actually open the results?
Felicia.
I want to.
Felicia? Okay, so I don't know what it says. I hope it's what the little girl needs.
Coming up,
let's come to the DNA test results. So, what do you mean, whoa, 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 whoa?
My hands are sweating.
Let's see what they say.
So I don't know what it says.
Daddy's Denial and DNA.
It's your fault!
Today on Trisha.
Okay, well, we've run out of time today, but please watch tomorrow to find out if this man actually fathered 4 babies with these 4 women. And will a DNA test finally end this family war between Tanisha and her sister-in-law, Esmeralda? All of these results and more tomorrow on The Trisha Show.